Mr. Duterte is coming to the wake of the victims at the 2 funeral homes in Pasay City later this evening to pay his respects. Rex Remigio was there in the press briefing. He is monitoring events in Pasay, or he is monitoring, trying to interview more officials of Resorts World. Let's recap what also NCRPO Chief Oscar Albayalde said. He said that the footage clearly shows that this is an arson and a robbery. Again, this is the first time we're seeing footage from inside the hotel and casino. Let's watch that again.
On top of the funeral and burial assistance that Resorts World Manila will shoulder, we are extending 1 million pesos to each of the families of the deceased.
World Manila is now ready to share with you the highlights of the report. So, may dugo na sa mukha. The metal detector, at this point he was being stopped by man security, but then he brought out the M4 rifle.
We're showing CCTV footage from the second floor of the Resorts World Casino area, fleeing guests and employees. There we see the gunman entering the premises. We also saw a clearer image of the gunman at that point where he was wounded after an exchange of fire with security personnel of the hotel. Let's listen now to NCRPO Chief Oscar Albayalde.
Yes, but yung mga naging experience in the past and almost all, no, yung mga terror attack, no, na ano bang naging ano dito yung ginawa ng mga terrorists, no? They shoot everybody. There's a pattern here. There's a pattern here on the terror act, no? And I have not seen any terrorist who shot himself alone, no? Wala pa tayong nakita na ganon, na basta niya barilin yung sarili niya and then set himself on fire.
Sir, would it be accurate to say that it seems like he knows his way around? Parang planado niya, sir, pasok siya, alam niya kung saan yung area na mall kaagad, yung parang ganon, sir, tamang observation po ba yun?
Well, if you see the footage, parang kuminsan nga, ano siya, all he knows is the stairwell. No, is the stairwell going down, but he was met with the security forces there. Sir, so he has to go up again.
But he kind of knew which entrance to go to, sir, kasi kung doon siya sa...
Ang alam niya is where the money is stored. Yung remember, yung sa likod ng cashier. So alam niya yon. So yun ang pinasukan niya at binusan niya forcibly.
Sir, na-establish niyo kung regular customer siya dito, sir?
Well, accordingly, ang sabi nila, hindi siya frequent visitor eh. Accordingly, so far yung sinasabi nila, that's his first time to be there.
Sir, in terms of profiling, have his actions been subject to any form of behavioral analysis? Because there was an early suggestion that he may have been, mentally ill.
Yes.
Could you just go into that?
Yes. If you'll notice, he was just walking normally, no, as if he's gonna rob something, and then the burning of the tables is like his diversionary tactic to make his escape.
Sir, may case siyang drug dependency, na-rehab na ba siya?
Well, we could not say that because we could not ascertain his identity yet, no. That would be a part of his profiling, no, if he is really a drug dependent or not.
Yung sa dalawang persons of interest, paano po karoon ng samot na related siya dun sa gana?
Based on the photos, we got information na baka itong tao na to. So we get their information, yung address nila, pinuntahan natin at nandun yung mga tao na yon. So
Ano nangyari? When you mean photos, persons of interest, in what way?
they were there in their houses. Nandun sila. So No. I mean, meron kasi lumabas yan sa media, no? So people texted us. It could be probably this one. So we checked on those nest. Yes, because one is inside the rehab.
Sir, clear ba ngayon na may
So
security breach?
no.
May security breach.
Well, that will be a part of the investigation. Titingnan natin talagang, well, most probably, there could be, no? There could be a security lapse here. So, kailangan talaga nating i-revisit yung security protocols ng mga hotels.
Sir, yung kanilang CCTV, sir, can they monitor it live or parang kinukuha na siya? Is there a room where people monitor CCTV
Actually,
live?
yes. It's supposed to be, no? Supposed to be. But what happened kasi nung nagsunog siya, no? The room was already covered with thick smoke, no? Kaya everybody evacuated. So even the PNP nung nandun kami, it was already covered with the thick smoke.
So even the people,
Yun yung
sir,
ano
who
doon.
are assigned to
Even
monitor
those,
the CCTV,
yes, kailangan nilang lumabas. Kailangan nilang lumabas. That's why nung nandun tayo, all we did is sinabi nila on the 5th floor, so we went up on the 5th floor. The SAF and the SWAT from RPSB and the Pasay Police went up there.
Sir, anong oras na diskuto yung mga katawan?
Early morning, I think it's early morning. Nung nag-start, early morning, yes. Early morning. Yung nung ano kasi, I saw somebody kasi nung early morning, somebody went down dun sa Maxim na yon, no? Dun sa gate nung Maxim na yon. I saw somebody na bumaba. Probably she's Taiwanese or Korean, no? So tinanong ko kung posibleng mayroon pang ano, because that place was so dark and covered with thick smoke. Pero wala nang fire. Kaya if you'll remember dun sa ano, pinagbabasag na yung mga bintana so that the air could come in at lumabas yung usok doon. So from then on, doon na nag-start na naka-recover, doon pala yung ano, it's because nung una hindi talaga siya mapasok. It's because it was too dark and that the smoke was so thick.
Sir, nagkwento po ba ng taxi driver kung ano yung behavior ng taong tanong sumakay sa kanya?
Well, wala naman. Ang sabi niya, it was all normal, no? So nakipagkwentuhan sa Tagalog, kaya sabi ng taxi driver, he was speaking in Tagalog all the while. No?
Sir, anong oras na siya? Saan lugar sa building ba siya lumabas?
No, nasa kalsada.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much.
Yes, sir.
Paano yung kwentuhan nila ng taxi driver?
Wala, it's normal daw. Wala naman. Yeah, yung ano lang, yung music, yung pinalipat lang niya sa news, yung radyo, yun lang daw. Not really, yung news. Gusto niya makarinig ng news, yun lang.
Sir, hindi ba napansin yung armas niya, yung baril, gano'n?
No, walang napansin yung yung taxi driver.
Yung lugar kung saan siya pinikap, pinuntahan niyo na po ulit.
That will be part of our follow-up operations, of
Sir, out of
course.
curiosity, because nga no more IDs, it all burned down, how will we ascertain his identity at this point?
Well, maraming paraan yan. Maraming paraan yan. We go backtracking. We'll do everything to identify him. We'll do everything ito.
How many days will it take, sir?
We'll not stop here. We'll not stop even if it's a Sunday or a Monday or no. We'll not stop yung
Anong gagawin? Cleaning operations po?
Well, I don't know. That will depend on the Bureau of Fire.
How long will it take kaya, sir, to ascertain the identity nga of the gunman?
Well, as soon as possible. As soon as possible yun. Yes, as soon as possible yun. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We will have more updates for you later on.
They're saying they will do everything to identify the gunman. At this point, he said DNA testing will be done, and they're waiting for the samples coming from the SOCO team. He is maintaining that this is not a terrorist attack. This was also their earlier statements hours after the attack in the early hours of Friday. He said, of course, they will. This is all part of profiling. Of course, establishing the attacker's identity is important in determining his motive. And also, they were talking to a taxi driver. We saw in the CCTV footage that the gunman alighted from a taxi and entered the hotel premises. They're talking to the taxi driver who said that this attacker was speaking in Tagalog. He was acting normal. They don't know his nationality yet. But witnesses did say after the attack that he was speaking in English. Police are reiterating this is done by a lone gunman. And they also need to review the security protocols of Resorts World Manila. They will look into possible security lapses. Our Rex Remitio joins us on the phone from Resorts World in Pasay. Rex, take us through events there.
Yes, Maya. The Resorts World Management, the Bureau of Fire Protection, and the police officials just give us their official security report regarding Friday's deadly incident. But aside from the CCTV footage that they have shown us from the gunman alighted the taxi up until he killed himself in the fifth floor, police officials are basically denying that that was a terrorist attack. They say that there's no any indication that it's related with the terror group ISIS at the end of the day, even if ISIS has already has a second claim that they're responsible with the attack, and they already named the suspect as Abu al-Kir al-Arkhabili. But they're still not discounting the fact that that it could be a terrorist attack as well. And on the identity of the suspect, they say they're still examining the DNA results and the motive behind, because that's where the motive and the history of the suspect will come from. And they're also saying that they will give financial assistance. The Resorts World Management will give financial assistance to the families of the victims. They're saying that this is just a case of robbery, and because he went straight to the bank of chips at one of the floors, and he did not shoot anyone. For example, when he was at the elevator or when he was at the fifth floor, he did not shot anyone right there. But they're still investigating the matter. They're coordinating with other agencies as well. So that's what I have for now, May.
Mm-hmm. Rex, there were questions earlier by the foreign and local press about the response of the hotel's security personnel, and this brought to light possible lapses on their part. What is the police saying about that?
National Capital Region Police Office Director Oscar Albayalde says that he's not ruling out that there could be a breach in the security of the hotel, although they're still examining their security protocols at the end of the day. And they're saying that, for example, when the gunman entered at the second floor, he was right away, right there and then, stopped by the security personnel, but they don't have arms, so they can't do anything at the face of a gunman who has an M4 or a baby Armalite there.
Mm-hmm. And he also said earlier there were two persons of interest, but it seems that they reached a dead end on that part. What other leads are they pursuing now?
Well, yes, the two persons of interest says that they're not that connected to they're not connected to the incident, but they have more persons of interest to come, because there are many people who are texting that the gunman could be related to this person, or they have information with the gunman. But since the investigation is still ongoing, so they cannot reveal the identity of these persons of interest. Mike.
All right. Thank you, Rex Remitio, reporting to us on the phone from Pasay City. Again, breaking news on CNN Philippines. The first time we're seeing CCTV footage of the attack on the Resorts World Manila. In the wee hours of Friday morning, we got a clearer picture of the gunman. We saw images of him entering the hotel and casino premises, and as what has been reported hours after the attack by authorities, he did torch the casino tables and also some slot machines. We saw the fleeing guests and employees. Security personnel said that at this point, their priority at the time was evacuating the over 12,000 people in the hotel premises. And we also saw that the gunman entered the fifth floor after torching the second floor area of the casino, and he entered room 510, and this is where they found him, burned beyond recognition. And police and hotel officials said this is where he set himself on fire and shot himself. Again,